Hola, muy buenas, soy Clouro, bienvenidos al cráter del norte. Estamos en Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, en el capítulo 2. Acabamos de llegar a la granja de chocobos. Vamos a entrar a ver qué pasa por aquí, que es que se van yendo las horas voladas. ¡Voladas!
Well, well. If it ain't my favorite group of hitchhikers.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Thanks again for the ride to Calm.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do for two such lovely young ladies. But I do believe I neglected to introduce myself. The name's Bill, and you can count on me for a lift anytime. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine-feathered friends by any chance?
Are we ever? Need them to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Gracias, Peña.
There's something I can help you with? That'd be the serpent that lives in the swamp. Longer than a river, quieter than a whisper, and quicker than a lightning bolt. Cause the water to so much as ripple, it'll come barreling after you, gaping maw and all. Ooh, gives me chills just thinking about it. Lucky for you, most chocobos can outrun the devil. Though I'm sure you already knew that. Any man of the road would have heard the tales. And judging by that sword, you've been the subject of a few yourself. Of course you have. If there's one thing I know besides chocobos, it's how to spot a seasoned frontiersman. You could talk to Billy over in the stables. He'll be happy to tell you all you need to know.
Bueno, let's go. ¿Tengo algo que deciros o nada? ¿Nada por aquí? Vale, ya se ha llenado un poquito, el tajo fulgurante. Rama de mejorana. Hola, Quickie. Tú no sabes el que me daba la materia, ¿verdad? ¿Dónde la tienes? ¿Sí? Madre mía, cómo ha cambiado la cosa, ¿eh? Aquí es donde se tiene que mejorar. Qué fuerte, tío. Aumenta un 3% de daño infligido por ataques fuertes mientras está activo el modo ofensivo. Vale, muy bien. Vapuleo y rocío feroz. What? ¿En serio? ¿Esto es una habilidad? Cadena de hielo. No ¿Y qué pasa? ¿No tengo otra? ¿Cómo va? ¿Qué pasa ahora? ¿Esto qué vale? Vale, tío. Iris. ¿Qué dices, tío? Magia sin PM, ¿qué es esto, tío? Pasa por aquí. Onda de trueno. Onda de viento. Aumenta 5% de daño físico mediante acciones y habilidades sincronizadas. Pues vale, tío. Tifa, Ima. Aumenta daño físico por las técnicas secretas un 5%. Este. Y... no sé, tío. Un 5% más de daño. Barretoscópico. Esto lo hemos puesto ya. Este mola. Este va a ser un tanque de momento, ¿no? No tanque. Tanque lobo está a la lejanía, pero bueno. Aumenta el daño físico por giro de contraataque. Para lanzar 13 volando hacia tal. Hay un ataque mágico de elemento viento. No sé, tío, qué pillar. Pues este, agájala. Me voy yo la materia de hurto y la voy subiendo. Total, son 100 solo. Y un cojinico, por si acaso. Y ahora me la pongo con Cloud. Ahí está. Sistema. Lo tengo que descargar el socio. Leviatán. La Mu. Amuleto de cupo y kit de supervivencia. Viaje de aquí y allá en busca de objetos raros y valiosos. Otorga cierta probabilidad de obtener más materiales del entorno. Kit de supervivencia. Incluye artículos útiles para afrontar los peligros de tu... Bueno, como funciones de tener. Venga. Muy bien, chicos. Estupendo. Vale, chicos. Allá vamos. 4 horas y no he hecho nada. 4 horas y pico. Vamos. Hola.
Howdy.
Billy.
Saw the sign. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding.
Qué guapo que están estos los chocobos, tío.
But
Son los más bonitos de todos.
I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours. Free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico. The hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Qué recuerdos y qué recuerdos, tío, de verdad.
Need something?
Qué guapo, tío.
Start by looking for fresh tracks. Once you spot them, birds are rarely more than a stone's throw away. Birds in the wild are much more skittish than kept ones. Gonna have to be real quiet on the approach, else they'll bolt. Gear serves all sorts of purposes, from the cosmetic to the practical. Can even improve a race bird's performance. Won't cost you a gill. Gold and plumes only. Good luck wrangling Pico.
Hola, Chloe. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Pero y el poncho? Un bastón milenario. Crea un área que duplica los hechizos ofensivos. Yo tengo dudas al respecto. ¿No se ha llenado nada? No vale la pena, porque este tiene más magia. De momento, tal cual. Vamos a... ¿Por qué me estoy perdiendo? ¿Qué me estoy perdiendo? Ah, no. Qué huevos. Pues sí. Gracias. Vale. Hola, Chloe. ¿Qué me dices?
Sorry about my
Después de
brother.
reventarte toda la casa.
All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. it's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they get help!
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh! Take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye... Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
Equipamientos para chocobos. En la tienda del rancho puedes comprar toda clase de equipamiento para chocobos a cambio de plumas doradas. Aún tendrás plumas doradas como recompensa de todo tipo de logros, como por ejemplo la restauración de paradas de chocobo taxi en desuso. Casco de Sinra. Roca mágica. Mineral misterioso compuesto por elementos de subsuelo que han sido purificados. ¿Y esto qué es? ¿Esto para sirve? A ver. Ah, son objetos. Pero ¿yo para qué quiero esto, amigo?
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble. We're a one-stop shop for all your chocobo needs. Thank you for stopping by.
Cofrecito mascalín. Una medalla de Moguri. Bueno, tío, no nos dicen nada de...
Good luck wrangling Pico.
Vale, pico, pico. ¿Por qué sale eso?
Hi, how can I help you today? You're welcome back here anytime.
Ah, vale.
All right, Rico. Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico?
Let's try looking for some tracks.
No hay nada por aquí. Italia en la pradera. Un rubí. Una pluma de chocobo. Ornamento fabricado a partir de una espléndida pluma dorada. Aumenta en 10 la punta... Ah, la velocidad, dale caña, socio. Vale, tío, pues ya está. Vamos a buscar a Pico. Un madero, ¿eh? Los maderos molan. Hoja de sable, rama de mejorar. ¿Dónde está Bill? Hola Bill, nos vamos a ver a
Little
Pico.
birdie told me Shinra's military closed off Kong. Y'all wouldn't happen to know anything about that, now would you?
Nada, sí, yo de eso ni
Probably
me
ought to
acabo
go
de
and
enterar.
check on the signs before my truck decides to die on me again. I hear you have to wrangle yourselves. Probably ought to go and check on the signs before. Little birdie told me Shinra's military closed off Kong. Y'all wouldn't happen to know anything about that, now would you?
Las pisadas de chocobo. Eso es un pisado de chocobo, tío. Por ahí. Pero sin embargo... No, sin embargo, nada. Plumas. Plumas y pisadas. Genial.
Bingo.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a chocobo.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Pray? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
Acércate a Pico sin que los demás chocobos adviertan tu presencia para poder atraparlo. Si crees que te ha visto, puedes alejarte haciendo una voltereta con un círculo. También puedes recoger las piedras de distracción que hay por los alrededores y lanzarlas con R1 más cuadrado para que los chocobos dejen de prestarte atención. Vale. ¿Dónde hay piedras de esas de Chusky Polsky? En esta sopa. Hostia, piedra, es un yusco del copín. Mira qué. Toma, el mejor cazachocobos de la tierra. Pico. 2 plumas doradas. Muy bien, Pico, eres el rey. ¿Cómo estás, Pico? Venga, rábano. Verdura y sal.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest? Oh. You know, they are kind of similar.
Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come on.
Móntate, móntate. Una colegui. ¿Me podéis intercalar el siguiente episodio con Zack? Gracias.
Ah, there's our guy. Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
¿Dónde está? ¿Qué es Charlie?
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise. You do remember me, don't you?
Claro que no, socio.
I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remna Wave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
If we find any, we'll turn them on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target. And this will activate it. As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you. Here we are. Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel.
Informes de viaje. La investigación de Charlie, recogida en los informes de viaje, requiere información de las distintas regiones. Esta información se encripta en datos usados para el desarrollo de nuevas materias y nuevos desafíos del simulador de combate, entre otros fines. Colabora con Charlie explorando a fondo las regiones que visites para descubrir todos sus secretos. En primer paso, es activar las torres de comunicaciones que encuentres que aportarán información de los alrededores y pondrán a tu disposición nuevos encargos. Vale.
I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask?
Vamos allá, socio. Primero, materia, lo más interesante.
With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new materia. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide. I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
A ver. Háblame de las torres de comunicaciones, por favor.
These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons, once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one, the towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? Which particular task would you like to learn about?
Madre mía. Eso fue
Simply put,
debilidades.
life springs are formed when the life stream breaches the planet's surface. To Shinra, the volume of Mako that can be extracted from these springs is insignificant, certainly not worth the expense. But to us, they are a veritable font of knowledge. In order to tap these precious reserves, however, you will first need to find them. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. In certain remote areas, fragments of planetary wisdom have coalesced into crystalline forms. Though the knowledge contained within them is vast and varied, one subject is of particular interest to me, that of summons. If you would analyze the crystals in my stead, thus extracting said knowledge from them, I can use it to enhance our materia. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away. Ah, yes, I was hoping you would ask. I detected some strange energy signals earlier. My current theory is that they emanate from the remnants of ancient artifacts. But until we investigate, there's simply no telling what the sources might be. And since we have yet to identify them, I have taken the liberty of naming these objects proto-relics. A rather endearing name, if I may say so. At any rate, I would be grateful if you could investigate said curiosities and ultimately recover them for study. If you still have questions about world intel, please ask away.
Vale, ya está, suficiente, ¿no?
Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like? In that case, I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Neogélida. O sea, la magia de materia vinculada mientras no controlas el personaje que lleva. A convertir un objeto y poner fin al combate. Autohabilidad. Te hace especial contexto ahí a Tifa, ¿eh? Para que se enchufe como, vamos, como una bestia. Vamos a pillar esta. Bueno, bien, no vamos a pillar
I wish you
ninguna.
all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Actualizaciones del simulador de combate. A medida que avance la investigación de Charlie, el simulador de combate se irá actualizando con los datos recopilados para ofrecer nuevos desafíos. Entre ellos se incluyen los desafíos de invocación, que otorgan materias de invocación como recompensa por la victoria. Estos desafíos se añaden al simulador automáticamente al viajar a determinadas regiones del mapa. Cuando te cruces con Charlie a lo largo de tu aventura, aprovecha para hablar con él y afrontar los desafíos disponibles. A ver, esto está muy bien, pero mola irte a Gongaga, ¿sabes? A Gongaga y pillar ahí la materia de Titán, que paso estaba allí y toda la hostia.
Cloud. I have recreated Titan, the mythical colossus of the grasslands, in virtual space. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its materia.
Me va a calentar como si no fuera mañana. Invocación, Titán. Prefieres afrontar con 3 personajes a tu elección. El oponente es legendario Titán gigante que levantó la tierra con un terremoto. Esta transformación diseñada para compilar datos de combate. Premio, materia de Titán. Vamos a currarnos, tío. Estas invocaciones del simulador para conseguir su materia de invocación. Si se atraganta un combate con 3 invocaciones, buscan sus cristales de invocación para evitarla en la simulación. Vale, pues le van a percatar. Si pone eso es porque se va a complicar.
Needless to say, many hazards await you on the road, so take care.
Vale. Voy a ver qué pasa con el chocobo. Hola, guapa. ¿Qué pasa contigo? ¿Por qué no me hablas? Hola, fortachón. ¿Qué pasa contigo? ¿Tampoco me hablas? Tenéis la cara esa, pero no me hablas. ¿Qué me mola vuestro rollo? ¿Y tú tampoco? ¿Tampoco?
Hey, perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here. You just give that whistle a toot and your chocobo will come a-running.
En las zonas abiertas del mapa puedes pulsar R1 para llamar a un chocobo que te lleve en su lomo. Esta acción no está disponible en las ciudades ni en las cuevas. Cada una de las regiones no podrás llamar a un chocobo hasta que captures uno en esa región. Pues vaya casataña.
So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me.
Welcome, folks. If you ever want to change your chocobo's gear, feel free to use the stable just over there.
¿Dónde está el choco vestidor? Pero la verdad es que me mola más sin nada. ¿Dónde está eso, tío?
Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler?
Ven aquí, pescado.
Okay, but how's about we stretch his legs a bit?
Vamos a aprender a montar el chocobo. Participar en la carrera es contra el objetivo es pasar cada una de las banderas colocadas en el rancho en orden, empezando por el número 1 y cruzar la meta. Montar el chocobo, R2 galopar, R2 y saltar. ¿Cómo que saltar? Anda, mira qué bien. Pues claro. Saltar, mentira. ¡Qué hijos de puta! ¿Ya me ha hecho la púa? Cuando empiezan las mierdas, tío, hacerme la púa es que me toca el ciruelo, tío, de verdad. Y ahora se estampa. Me encanta, tío. Es que, tío, no me toca el capullo. Bueno.
But hey, now that you got the basics, it's just a matter of practice.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned your flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
Encargo de mercenario. Incluso habiendo dejado a otras amigas, lo puedes seguir ejerciendo de mercenario. A lo largo de su aventura te cruzarás con más de una persona necesitada de ayuda, dispuesta a contratar los servicios de un profesional. Abre el mapa con el panel táctil y accede a la opción de encargos para consultar las tareas disponibles. También puedes fijar tu próximo objetivo en el mapa. Bueno, tío. Los tableros de anuncios situados en bares y otros establecimientos ofrecen toda clase de oportunidades laborales para un mercenario como Glow. Cuando aceptes uno, se iniciará en el mapa la ubicación del cliente. Completa encargos junto a tus compañeros de viaje para estrechar lazos de afinidad y aumentar el nivel de grupo. Venga, otro. Es posible desplazarse entre ciertos puntos del mapa, como las paradas de chocobo taxi, mediante viajes rápidos. Para utilizarlo, abre el mapa con panel táctil y selecciona un destino entre los disponibles. Encontrarás paradas de chocobo taxi en desuso y a lo largo de tu aventura. Repáralas para añadirlas a tu red de viaje rápido y poder desplazarte hasta ellas más fácilmente en el futuro. En cada una de las regiones no podrás llamar a un chocobo hasta que capturas uno de esa región. Ya lo sé. Ya lo has dicho antes. Muy bien. A ver si no me hace la púa otra vez. ¡Oh! 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 Ya empezamos. Ya empezó a tocarme el nabo. Agajarla.
Keep riding like that and you'll clean up at the races. Track's yours if you need it.
No, gracias. Vamos.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Para una corona.
I heard you might need some help.
You did? Oh, I see. Billy talked to you, didn't he? I've been meaning to go pick flowers, but the plains are way too dangerous for that.
I'm sorry to hear that. As a flower lover myself, I sympathize.
Well, the thing is, I want to make a flower crown. Mom used to make them for us all the time. So I wanted to give it a try, but with all the monsters, I didn't know how I could.
Here's an idea. Maybe we could do the picking for you?
Sure.
Cloud, thoughts?
Truth is, our parents died in an accident when I was really little. Billy doesn't like to talk about it.
Sorry.
We used to go on these family picnics. And after we were done eating, Mom would make flower crowns for me and Billy. I'd wear mine for days. I shouldn't tell you this, but he's the reason Mom and Dad died. That's what Billy says. I don't know. He always changes the subject when I ask. Really? You will? The flowers grow on a hill that's got a great view of Midgar. It's kinda far, but a chocobo will get you there quick. Thank you so much. Hi, how can I help you today? We hope to serve you again.
Bueno, chavales, vamos allá. Nuestro siguiente punto de destino. A ver, esto es hallazgos. Macho, pues sí que ha sacado esto. Adiós. Pero está tomado por saco, socio. Cruza al manjar, vale, tío. Vale. Se ve toda esta castaña. Bueno, vamos a ir a cruzar el marjal. Seguramente ahora voy a seguir la historia, pero me pasaré sin grabar a por aquí para pillar las tablones de anuncio y demás. O no, lo hago todo ya. Bueno, lo voy a hacer todo grabando y lo veáis. Bueno, vámonos para acá a hacer las misiones secundarias. Y con ello, miren esto.
Cloud, have you spotted any rabbits nearby? From what I've observed thus far, the ones in this region have a habit of hoarding trinkets in their burrows.
Mira bien.
So if you spot a burrow, you may want to dig it up with a chocobo. Who knows what sort of things you might find?
Gracias, hombre, por decirme eso, no tenía ni idea. Vamos allá. La exploración pastizal, nivel 1, nivel 17. Decido que se debe afrontar con 3 personajes de tu elección. Enciende los combates profundizados más en el estudio de monstruos de los pastizales. Allá vamos. Cloud, Tifa y Eris. Sí. Let's go. ¿Ya? Habilidades. Bajo fulgurantes.
Gotcha. Nice little workout.
No holding back. So long.
You're dead.
One step at a time.
Joder, macho. ¿Más?
Get him!
On now. Going in. This ends here.
This one's for you!
Let's do
Get
this.
him!
That's it.
One more shot!
Vale, garrete, hombre.
Words.
Ahora sí. Cadena de viento. Ah, mira. Disponible en el aire. Vamos a ver qué hace.
Go on!
Una castaña de la buena.
You're dead.
Hasta luego.
But not my best.
Uno con su arma, eso porque ha pasado algo con la habilidad secundaria, creo yo. Materia de curación de 2 estrellas, vale. Pues eso va para Eris.
Thanks to you, my archives are filling up with combat data. I can't help but wonder where we'll meet next. So many fascinating possibilities.
Vale. Mira. Está llena. ¿22, 24, 22? Joder, macho, es que está pega bastante más.
Your efforts have yielded an astounding amount of. Perhaps you would like to use it to
Bueno,
develop
lo voy a dejar
materia.
aquí.
I look forward to seeing what new discoveries you make in your travels.
Si os ha gustado el vídeo, por favor, le dais un like y os suscribís al canal. Muchísimas gracias por ver el vídeo y hasta la próxima partida.